All right, everybody, welcome back to Turn 2 with Scott and Troy. We have a fantastic guest. It is the birthday boy, Jakob Marsee. Happy birthday today. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Wow, you don't look 24. You look 30.
What a
Um,
compliment.
And he's 28.
what? You don't have to say that out loud. It's
You
online.
look 12.
We're so excited to have this interview with Jakob Marsee. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk with us. So, Mr. Marsee, there's been a lot of buzz lately. This is one of my only baseball questions I'm going to ask you. I'm really not the baseball question guy. I like talking about other stuff. But you have been very, very successful at stealing bases and putting pressure on pitchers. Walk us through a little bit of what your strategy is and like what you're talking about. I know, like I said, there's a lot of buzz around this right now. You and I both know you've had a lot of interviews about it. But I want to touch on it because it's such a huge aspect on why the Jumbo Shrimp are successful, especially having you at the top of the order.
Yeah, I mean, going back to college, I think I've just learned tendencies to pick up on with pitchers and stuff they do, and being able to pick up on that. And then once I got into pro ball with the Padres, same thing. There was a guy that was actually like a specialist for base running, and so just being able to have conversations with them and learning a vault steal back in college and just different stuff like that I can do to pick up on things to be able to take advantage and get to the next base and just. I don't know. I've always been super aggressive, just finding a way to help the team score and get in scoring position and just make everything easier on the hitters has just been it's I just find it very enjoyable.
So I've been waiting. I didn't think I was going to do this early in the show, but do you think that not having a front tooth makes you lighter and therefore faster? Do you think it works with your aerodynamics?
I think sometimes it can hold me back just because the wind's going through there. I don't know.
I was going to ask you about that too. I'm sure you were probably aware of
Yeah,
that.
he told me I should do the show without it in. So
I meant the stolen bases. I
Oh, I thought
understand.
you were talking about the tooth.
I thought he was too.
The tendencies you mentioned.
Uh-huh.
Are you watching film of like, okay, we're going to see Tobias Myers today. So are you watching film not only on this is what he throws and I can be ready for that, but this is what he looks like in the stretch and these are his tells or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's sometimes where pitchers, like if they're in 2 strikes, they're super favorable to throw off speed or breaking balls, stuff like that. So you pick up on that, just knowing that makes it a little easier knowing you don't have to get necessarily as good of a jump. But then, yeah, I watch I watch a lot of video when they're holding runners, see their picks, see when they deliver, just different stuff they do, and just so I know going into the game. But then once I get in first, like usually I can figure it out within the first couple of pitches when they're gonna go, what tendency they have, and stuff like that. And then if I'm not on base, just watching other guys on base and seeing what they do, and then just trying to communicate as much as I can with the other guys to help them out when they get on base.
Go ahead, Troy.
And I think, honestly, you probably have 5 extra bags that if we had review
Yeah.
would probably be overturned.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that stealing a base has got to be pretty thrilling, I would think, because it's happening fast. There are things you're looking for, and you've got to process that information really quick. For you, stealing second, stealing third, stealing home, are there differences in how you approach those different things?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like when I talk about like the vault, which is the little shuffle jump I do sometimes at first base, like when I do a shuffle at second base, like if I'm going to shuffle at second, it has to be a more aggressive shuffle than if I'm shuffling at first. Like, so I do a super aggressive shuffle like I do at second at first, I'm going to get picked off every time. So just different stuff like that you have to keep in mind. And then I actually like stealing third better because I think it's a little bit easier. But then again, if there's a lefty up, it makes it a little bit more challenging. You have to be a little bit smarter stealing third just because it's a little easier throw than if there's a righty up for the catcher.
What's the most thrilling thing? Is it stealing third or stealing home? Is it robbing a home run, making an amazing diving play, is it hitting a home run? Like, in your estimation, because you could do all those things, what's like the most thrilling thing for you on the field?
I think making a sick play in the field to save some runs. I think like obviously I love scoring runs. I think getting in scoring position at third and be able to make like a hit that would just be normally like a pop out or something, making that a sac fly is pretty fun. But I think being able to help your pitchers just because their job's hard enough. Like we have 8 other guys in the lineup, so yeah, hitting a home run's sick. But like being able to make a play to help your pitcher is like crucial in a game.
To go on to, you're talking about hitting a home run. Is this the most home runs you've ever hit in the first half of a season?
Yeah, I think so.
So what do you think attributes to that? Because do you think it's the guy that was hitting in front of you that kind of helped you out to try to hit a little bit more home runs when he was hitting home runs, and then did it help you hit home runs?
Yeah, there was this guy that got moved to the leadoff spot, Troy. He was chirping me a lot about having more home runs than me, and he went on a little tear. And then
not as big of a tear.
They put him in front of me, and just being able to see him barrel the ball consistently made me have a lot of confidence going into the box.
I did tell him, I was like, hey, dude, I can't let you get this close. And then I said, all right, first one to double digits. And
he
game,
had two.
like
he had two more than me at the time. And then I think I got to 9, and he goes, I'm beating you to 10 though still. And then I think that day I hit one, and I didn't say anything to him at the time, but
I was thinking it right away off the bat. I was like, gosh darn it. Well, because my other thing is I saw Marsee. He had 10 bags in the first 2 weeks or something like that, and I think I had 4, 3, something like that. And I said, okay, cool. If I can match half of what Marsee has, I'm gonna have a really good year. Because how many bags? You're at probably 40, 41?
Yeah, 39.
39.
So you got more than half.
I got more than half right now.
Yeah.
But,
by the way, second place in the league is closer to 10th place than they are to you.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You're bad. You're bad.
That's crazy to think about.
So to switch topics here a little bit. So you're from Detroit, and you attended college at Central Michigan?
Yep.
And what is their mascot?
A Chippewa.
A Chippewa.
Yep.
So
I think Troy's looking for a description of what.
Yeah, what is a Chippewa? And describe, other than a Jakob Marsee, what is a Chippewa?
It's like a Native American tribe. Like that's what Chippewa is. They're the Chippewas, so it's right around there. There's like their homeland, and that's how. Yeah.
All right. How'd you like going to Central Michigan, and how did it affect maybe what you thought about baseball, and when did you maybe here I'll change it. When did you think you were going to play professional baseball?
So like when I was younger, I didn't think you had to go to college. I never thought, I was like, I'm gonna be a big leaguer. Like that was just always a goal. When everyone asked what I wanted to do, I was like, I'm playing the big leagues. But obviously, like when you're young, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I think it really hit me like when I started getting recruited. I think my junior year of high school, like that summer going into my senior year, and then I was like, oh dang, like this is actually kind of for real. And then I got to college, and I had an injury going into college, so I was just trying to get back onto the field. And then as soon as I got back on the field, then COVID hit, so then I was out again. And then after my sophomore season in college, had a good summer, and then that fall in my junior year, like I was getting reached out by like different agents and stuff, and I was like, oh dang, like that's when it really hit me that like I actually had a chance to get drafted and pursue it, and just kind of took off from there. And yeah.
You played 3 sports in high school. Was there ever a consideration to doing football or basketball rather than baseball?
No, I mean, there was actually a lot of times I wanted to quit the other 2 sports, but I once I got to varsity for football, I like really fell in love with it. But ever since I've been little, like baseball is just always what I wanted to do. So there was never really consideration. I mean, I had like a D3 offer for football, but like I never even contemplated it or anything like that. But yeah, it was always baseball for me.
What position did you play? Long snapper?
I was a punter.
Oh, even better!
My first ever punt in the game, I think it went backwards.
If we can, I am going to find a video of it. Yeah. It's got to be out there somewhere.
They're like, we should just win for that. I was like, I tried telling you.
Okay, so you were a punter. I'm going to guess a strong safety and potentially a slot receiver.
Yeah, and then a little
Nailed
bit
it.
running back too, yeah.
Little running back.
Yeah.
Small school? 7-man football?
No, but there is 7-man up there. It's crazy.
So being from Detroit, going to Central Michigan, you're very close to Canada, which I know that, you know, where I'm from, I am very close to Canada too. Do you ever consider yourself Canadian?
No. I've actually only been to Canada a couple times, so I can't even.
Have you been to Toronto?
No. My brother has too. He tells me I need to get there. He's so sick.
Love Toronto.
Yeah,
I
it's awesome.
love it. It is so cool.
Part is amazing.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, it's unbelievable. But it's interesting. You don't think it, because if you actually look, I just looked at the map of where Detroit is compared to Canada, and it's like literally like it looks
I
like
could
a
get there in
20.
15 minutes.
That's
yeah.
what I'm
There's a
saying.
bridge.
Yeah,
Just
there's
a
just a
bridge.
bridge right there.
Yeah.
Where for me, I
So-
got to take a ferry or I got to drive 2 hours. Or
When we were just in Rochester, actually, if my parents would have like drove through Ohio, it would have taken like 6 hours. But they went through Canada. It took them 5 hours to get to Rochester. So just they did that.
that's cool.
Yeah. So
Does your
Crazy.
family get to come down to Florida at all much to see you?
they'll try to come here and there. But my little brother, he's a freshman in high school. So they're dealing with him in travel ball right now. So they're pretty busy right now. So, but whenever they can, they try to get down. It's just a little tougher.
So travel ball, he plays baseball.
Yep.
Who's better?
At that age, he definitely has a little bit
Wow.
more advanced than I was, but
He's just learning from you. That's all it
yeah.
is. You're just giving him
So we'll
tips and
see.
tricks.
Yeah, yeah. He just thinned out a bunch too. He was a little chubby guy a little bit ago, and now he's like almost as tall as me and skinny. And
5'6".
yeah, we're gonna talk about your height, but
Dude, I maxed out my genetics.
yeah. So
My brother's way bigger than me, by the way,
really,
significantly, and he has red hair. It's scary.
So you told me, like when we first met last fall, I'm not a Lions fan, but I was kind of hyped for the Detroit Lions. I think, okay, we get a guy from Allen Park, Michigan, right outside Detroit.
home
He's
of the
gotta be-
Lions.
yeah.
Home of the Lions training facility. Yeah.
I'm like, I could talk about, one of my really close friends growing up, huge Lions fan. I was jazzed up for him. You told me you're a Chicago Bears fan. Are you
Yeah.
Chicago for everything, or is it just football?
Just football.
Oh, how did that happen?
So when I was younger, my dad said that when he grew up, he like the main games that were on TV where he was watching Walter Payton all the time. So he's a super big Bears fan. And then I grew up watching the Bears games with him, and then just ended up being a Bears fan. And then, I mean, it was going good. The Lions have always been terrible, and then they've been good the past couple years, and the Bears have been sucking. So I've had to hear it from a lot of friends back home about everything, but. Yeah, I mean, I still won't cheer for the Lions. Like, there's no shot, not even a little bit.
Do you ever wear like a Bears jersey around Detroit and like
Yeah,
get?
I actually went to the Thanksgiving game, which is like one of the most popular games
Yeah.
in Detroit.
I'd watch that in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to the Thanksgiving game with my one of my close friends at home this past year. I'm wearing Bears stuff just around a ton of Lions fans. And it was the play where they didn't call the timeout and they just chucked up a Hail Mary at the end, and it like totally blew the game. And everyone was like, I feel bad for you at this point. They're like, they weren't even ripping me at that point. They're like, I'm sorry.
So you were Tigers though for baseball. That
yeah,
means.
growing
Okay.
up, I went to a lot of Tigers games and stuff, so it was cool.
So Detroit, we were talking about this beforehand, is a very, very cool city from all accounts. I haven't been, but have another friend who lived there for a long time. He said it was on the up and up. Like, what was it like, Detroit? You're just outside the city. For those who don't know Detroit, what are some of the things that make it such a cool spot in your estimation?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, a lot of people are like, oh, Detroit, like, it's got to be bad. But, like, yeah, there's bad parts, but, like, that's every big city. And I think once you go downtown, there's, like, all the sports stadiums right there, and there's just a really cool, like, strip and everything. And when I'm home, obviously it's, like, more the winter, and they have Campus Martius, and there's, like, a skating rink around. They do a bunch of different, like, parks and setups around there, and it's just really cool.
Well, and they have the Detroit Red Wings, correct?
Oh, that's
the
big
hockey
too.
team.
It's
Yeah.
hockey town.
Did you ever
right?
play hockey?
No, I can't really even skate that good.
Even like roller hockey or anything?
No.
Foot hockey?
Like, when I skate, I have to use
Interesting.
that, like, yellow thing that, like, holds you up.
Oh my God, you're an onion.
I stayed off
There's
the
just more
ice.
layers coming off of Jakob Marsee.
Yeah.
I
I
stayed off
admire
the ice.
the honesty.
Yeah.
and-
Right?
not gonna lie.
Some people would lie about it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of people, like we just had Jansen Junk, and he raved about the Seattle hot dog. So I had to ask you about Detroit pizza. Do you like it? Like, is it all that it's chalked up to be?
Yeah, I like Detroit pizza. I mean, when I think of, like, people talk about Chicago style a lot, and, like, I just can't get over the fact that the sauce is on top of the pizza. Like, so Detroit, I like Detroit pizza. Yeah, it's good.
Buddies is the spot or something?
I like Buddy's, but there's another place called Sammy's that I really like. It's good. There's a couple different places, but there's a lot of Buddies around there, and it's good, yeah.
Can you fill me in on what a Detroit pizza is compared to Chicago?
It's this. Do you want to do it? You're
No,
from
you-
Detroit.
you got
It's
it.
from my understanding. It's
Okay.
like it's a rectangle. Like you
Okay.
can almost bake it in a cake pan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still deep dish.
It is thicker. It's kind of
Okay.
like, do you know what Sicilian is?
Yeah.
That was my kind of thought. Is it's kind of like
yeah.
Sicilian pizza.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So a little
Alright.
bit thicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cut into squares, not like they do still do the slices in deep dish. For
I guess
Chicago.
that was one of like the only like interesting ones. When I was in New York City, of course, I'm looking for New York pizza,
Yeah.
and then they had that exact kind that the Sicilian
Oh,
kind
so
that you're
good.
looking for. And so I thought it was super interesting. I thought it was garlic bread at first. I thought it was like a cheese bread, but I didn't realize it was a different
Yeah.
style of
Sicilian's
pizza.
great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What is your favorite food? If you could, let's see. If you're on an island, you get one meal. I would say island because I can't say the other thing on air.
The other thing.
Yeah.
All right, island. We'll go with island.
We'll go with island.
I'll think of that later.
I'll just.
It's totally going
Last
over my
meal.
head what you're talking about.
All right, I'll just say it. Electric chair. It's
Oh,
the,
gosh.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. It's your last
What
meal.
happened to you this morning?
I got thrown up on a lot by the baby.
Oh, no.
That was it. Okay, so last meal. What are you like? Give me your. You can give restaurants. You can give food types. You can give whatever you want.
I am a big pizza guy. Like I love pizza. Like a good pizza, not just like I don't know, not just a random pizza that we no offense, but that we get after a game on a Sunday. But
That's been sitting out for 3 hours.
There's not good pizza in
Yeah.
Florida. I apologize to
No.
people in Florida.
But yeah, I like pizza a lot. And then lately I've been really into steak. I really like steak, so that
How do you like your steak cooked?
medium rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're not a well done guy.
No shot.
Yeah, just burn it.
Yeah. Crispy. Yeah.
Okay. So you got pizza, steak. What would you drink?
Drink. Honestly, I don't really.
Just water.
Yeah,
Ice cold
pretty
glass
much
of
it.
water from
Yeah.
the Rockies.
Yeah.
Glacier water coming off of it.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Dessert. I know
Dessert.
you're a dessert guy.
I'm big mint and chocolate chip ice cream guy.
And chocolate chip ice cream.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on mint chocolate? I feel like it's
like
either
it.
you like it or you hate it.
A Baskin Robbins mint chocolate chip milkshake. I can get behind that all the time.
Do you ever get with the Shamrock Shake?
That's
at
not
McDonald's?
The same. No, that's not the same. You're a big McDonald's guy. I'm not.
I promise you I'm not. Dude, I had a milkshake from Whataburger last night and I'm going to go back again.
It was good.
It was unbelievable. I don't know if my taste buds were just like I needed it, but I got a chocolate shake from Whataburger and I was obsessed.
Now you're
gonna have
coming
to-
back.
I'm going to have to get another one until I'm sick of it.
That's
Especially
there.
when he gets a couple knocks, he's gonna be like, "Yep, got it."
There it is.
Good thing it's open 24 hours.
I want to go back to something you said that was kind of interesting. You didn't play your senior year of high school, or at least not a ton.
No, it was no, it was my freshman year of college.
Freshman year
We
of college,
played-
okay.
Yeah, we got like 15 games in or something like that, and then the COVID hit.
Was it was it difficult to, because baseball's such a timing-based game, and you have talked all about, man, I'm looking at these tendencies, and I would think that for your game, a lot of that you get better with experience because you're seeing, okay, this guy does this, and I could go. This guy does that, and I can go. How did that hinder you, and maybe what did you do to get back on the trail when you were a sophomore to make up for that lost time?
Yeah, I mean, so my freshman year, I was coming off a knee surgery, and actually my first time 100% healthy was opening day.
Wow.
And I was able to do live at-bats and stuff. That's kind of how I ended up getting a shot to play. But I was so nervous because, one, it was the first time playing a college game, and then two, like, that was my first time healthy again. So I was nervous. I had a big knee brace on. So I struggled for, like, the first 3 weeks, month of the season, and then the last week or week and a half of the year, I really was doing well, and then COVID hit, and we were actually actually my first career hit was at North Florida. That's actually kind of crazy, but
That's wild.
so I think it was like a little bit of a blessing and a curse for it to happen, because I think I was able to go home and, like, I was doing workouts at home all the time and, like, hitting in my backyard all the time, and I think I was really able to, like, fully, like, trust my knee again and be healthy completely and, like, just get everything right, and, like, also having the experience to, like, build on. But at the same time, obviously, you want to be out there and play, and missing that college experience and everything too kind of sucked. But yeah.
I knew it was senior year of high school. I wanted to clarify that
Yeah.
they had the knee thing. I think
Yeah,
I read
yeah.
that. The other interesting thing about your career so far, you were traded. And that doesn't happen to most guys in the minor leagues. And not only were you were traded for an all-star caliber player, Luis Ariz. Were you surprised by that? Like, can you please walk us through maybe that whole day of what happens when you come to the Marlins organization?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really that surprised because there was a game where I was supposed to be off, and they were like, "Hey, you got to go in," and I was like, "Okay," like kind of knew what was going on, and then like 2 weeks later, I got traded, but it was kind of crazy because it happened in the middle of a game, so we were like in the third inning of the game, and I had just struck out, and I was coming back to the dugout, and like I was all mad, and I like sat down there a second, like taking a breather, and like one of the coaches looked at me, and I was like, "Is he really that mad at me?" Like I didn't, like I'm just chilling here for a second, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Who's gonna play the outfield?" And then they're like, got Martorella off of second base, and then we got traded. But it's been crazy just coming over here, just different, different stuff they talk about in each org and stuff they care about and everything. That's been different for me, and it's been an adjustment too. I mean, you get comfortable with a bunch of people, and then you have to learn all new faces and everything. So that's been tough, but it's been good now.
Well, you have to learn a couple new faces because I have a feeling there's a lot of Marlins that are former Padres.
Yeah, now.
And so it's now it is.
Not when I first got here, but
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm like, we are, at least our team. There's 6, and then 6 former Padres, and then 1 coach. That
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's crazy.
does it feel a little bit more comfortable in that sense having those guys that you know?
Yeah, I mean, when I first got over here, it was like really weird, and then trade deadline hit, and there was another whole trade with a bunch of Padres, and then they came to our team, and I was like, wow, this feels a lot like more comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, and it helped me out a lot, like, 'cause I mean, it's just guys that you can trust and you've been around that know you and everything, and it's helped a lot. And then obviously this year with Rob coming over too, just having another coach that you've been around too, it just like it makes everything a lot easier.
What would be some of those points of emphasis that maybe the Marlins are hitting on that the Padres didn't, and vice versa?
I think it's just the way they kind of like go about different things, and yeah, I don't know. It's just different. I don't know how to explain it.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the Padres. I feel like they like go after like big name guys. Like I've heard a lot of things where like the front office they don't want, like, even like the general manager does not want somebody unless they're like already previously been an all-star or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny because every time a trade deadline comes around, you're like, I might get traded. Like you're like it's coming. Like trade deadline's coming up. I'm doing pretty good right now. Like I probably won't be here because he wants to go win in the big leagues that year, and that's like the priority. Which is it's really cool for those fans and everything too. It just it's like it's cool going up in that system, but it also like kind of sucks a little bit knowing like, dang, I might get traded at any time.
Which I also think is interesting because the Marlins, based on what they did last year, they brought in prospects instead of big league players. They got rid of They got rid of Jazz. They got rid of Luzardo. Was Luzardo an off-season?
Luzardo was off-season.
Okay, so they got rid of Tanner Scott. They got rid of Luis, and they brought in prospects, which I think was very, I'm not going to say opposite of the Padres, but it's just a different approach. It's
pretty much opposite.
Yeah, it's just a different approach on how the team is run, and I think that's very interesting that you think you're like, okay, trade deadline's coming up, I'm going to get traded. Where in my experience, I'm like, trade deadline's coming up, is there going to be movement within the organization?
Yeah, maybe I have a chance to go up. Maybe I have a chance. Yeah,
exactly. Am I going to get released? Am I going to get moved up? Am I going to get demoted? Is something going to happen? Where it's not, I'm going to go to a different team. So I guess the biggest part was, I mean, we talk about the actual trade itself that happened to you. Like, who'd you call? Who'd you like? Was it? I know you said it wasn't surprising, but you're just like,
no. I
what,
mean,
what do I do?
I wasn't shocked that I got traded, but like when I got told I got traded, like I was like, whoa, like it actually like, really hit me. And at first, like I was like, part of me was like a little excited. I was like, new opportunity, like maybe I can get up to the big league team sooner. Maybe I can like stick up there longer, like just stuff like that was running through my mind. And then finally, I think I like I either called my family or I think I called my family first, and they were like, "How you doing?" And I was like, it just like hit me. I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like, and like I was like, "Oh dang!" Like this kind of stinks. I'm leaving all my friends. I'm leaving everything I know. But then after I called my agent, he's like, "No, this is a really good thing," and I was like, "Okay, sweet. Like, let's go."
Yeah. Usually when you're traded for an all-star, usually it's a good thing.
Yeah.
If you get traded for cash, or in the movie Semi-Pro, you get traded for a washing machine. Probably not the best thing.
Anytime you're getting traded, I mean, someone wants you on the other end, so it
Exactly.
makes you feel a little bit better knowing that someone picked you to trade for or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm interested with you being from Michigan. I played in the Northwoods. Cottonmouth?
No, I was
Getting a little dry?
Getting a little thirsty.
So I played I played in the Northwoods when I was in college. You were probably, in 7th grade when that happened? 6th grade, something like that. And I went to a city called Battle Creek, Michigan.
Oof. Yeah.
You pretty much answered my question. I played on a field that had gravel for an infield.
I played that
You
when
know
I was
that
in the
exact
Northwoods. Yeah.
field.
Yeah,
Which team did you play on in the Northwoods?
Gravel in the infield?
Gravel.
Yeah,
Like
when-
gray?
It was gray.
So when I
it was
was-
gray, like light gray.
Yeah, so when I played in the Northwoods, we played at Battle Creek, and like when I would steal bases, even if it was a close play, I just wouldn't slide.
Yep.
Or like I just wouldn't steal, knowing like I'm gonna have to slide here, so I'm just gonna stay at first.
Yep.
Because if you slide, your whole leg is cut open.
Yes.
So it's
And they have not changed it, I don't think.
yeah. I don't
Uh,
know.
How's
you know,
that
I might-
allowed?
It's a
I don't know.
junior college field too at the same time. So
Could not tell you, but I think
yeah.
I think it has something to do with that. You probably don't have many rain delays if it's gravel and not dirt.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure, but
What team did you play for in the Northwoods?
I played for Kokomo, and then right before the draft, I played for Traverse City.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember either of those teams.
I think they were both fairly newer. I know Traverse City was newer for sure.
I played in 2017 there.
Yeah, Traverse City when I was there, I think it was their like 3rd or 4th year,
Gotcha.
so it was a little newer.
Okay. I remember Kalamazoo. I remember Battle Creek.
Battle Creek. There's a lot of new teams now too. Like, there's a team on the east side of Michigan now. Kokomo's not even there anymore. There's like a bunch of teams I've never even heard of.
Huh.
Yeah.
Probably with all the I would imagine it's like the readjustment of the minor leagues and indie ball and like almost like a team grab, like who
Mhm.
wants to host a team, and all right,
Yeah.
we're gonna go here.
Yeah.
Like with all the cuts and everything like that. But
And just funding with what teams can get fans out there and stuff like that.
what's baseball like in Michigan? Is it like walk me through like what your like youth baseball and like kind of what it looked like?
Youth baseball. Well, I mean, like when I was in high school, you're just hoping. Like I would beg my parents to move to Florida because I was like, I can't play until hopefully April. Like it just doesn't rain. Like I wasn't even worried about the cold. Hopefully it just didn't rain
Mhm.
or snow or something where the field was gonna be ruined. And then May, sometimes in May it's like that too. And then but like after that it's nice in the summer. But yeah, I begged my parents when I was younger to move to Florida. I was like, I'm never gonna be able to play in college. I'm never gonna be able to play pro ball. But yeah, there was college games even too where I was playing in like blizzards and stuff like that. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I remember one time we were at Kent State and their field was turf, and we were like, it started snowing earlier in the game, but it was just like kind of flurries. And then by the last inning, like I was in center field, and I'm like, I can't even see the ball getting pitched to home plate right now. I hope this doesn't get hit to me. And there
Wow.
was so much snow built up on my.
Did they have heated turf?
Some schools do, yeah.
Okay. Pintar and BYU
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
have the coolest field because it would snow 3 inches and there'd be like snow piles all around the field. Field would be perfect.
It's the heated turf.
insane.
Oh yeah, they'd turn it on in the morning, and if they knew it was going to snow, they'd turn it on in March or April, and
it's insane.
Yeah.
We had like the main path on our campus was a heated sidewalk.
nice.
And so the whole, like, everything else is just snow, and then that one just melted
melted.
off.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
So,
smart. I wish Gonzaga did that. I don't think
Yeah.
they didn't do that.
My parents went to SUNY Buffalo, and they just had tunnels, so that way you didn't have to deal with snow. Everything you went underground
Nice.
to each
That's nice.
campus building. Yeah.
That make it a lot better.
That is really cool.
Mhm. Well,
Alright.
Jacob,
Not bad.
thank you so much.
Thanks
It
for
was
having
awesome.
me. Yeah,
Mhm.
appreciate it.
I hope we were good enough for you?
I hope
I know
was
he
good
was
enough for
he was
you.
asking to be on the podcast, and I said, Jakob Marsee, I just needed you to hit 10 home runs, and then we can have you on.
And 39 stolen bases.
And 39
yeah,
stolen
no more,
bases.
no less.
Nope. Yep. It had to be those exact numbers, and then
And
all
your
the timeline.
birthday.
And your
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Jacob! Thank you so much for being on the podcast. We really enjoyed hearing your story and knowing that us baseball players and us people in baseball are more than just people in baseball. We are humans. We're people as well. So thank you for telling your story, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season in your career.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. This has been Turn 2 with Scott and Troy and Jakob Marsee. We'll be back in a couple of weeks. Thanks for a little break that we had. But we'll be back in a couple of weeks. You could watch us on YouTube. You could listen anywhere you get your podcast. And please, shoot us some comments and stuff. We'll highlight a few of them coming forward, like our fan, what was that, the fan interaction episode?
Yeah, I think we should do
Mailbag
another.
episode,
Yes,
yeah.
mailbag. We got to do another one of those.
Yeah, you
I
got to
think.
ask him my question.
We're not asking that question.
I thought I did ask you a question. What was your question? You want to ask it now?
Yeah. Troy, so when you're playing left field on a thirsty Thursday night, how do you lock in?
I have a center fielder or a right fielder who yells at me to lock in because I always have people yelling at me, trying to wants a ball, wants to say hi, something like that. But it's hard not to turn and say hello back.
Thursday was crazy.
It always is. It always is.
There's always they love Troy too. Like obviously they yell at everyone in left field, but Troy's out there and they are on him even more. They love talking to Troy, and I'm always like, Troy, come on, the pitch is coming. Like, come on.
Well, he got to ask his question.
There we go.
There we go.
That's our mailbag preview. Thank you again. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. Talk to you soon.